Hello there, Gemini. Welcome to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and today I'm going to be doing your June general reading. So we're going to be taking a look at your overall energies with the oracle cards and then using the tarot to get to some more details. And keep in mind that this is a general reading. So if the message is not resonating with you, you might want to check out your moon, rising, or Venus signs because there could be a message there in one of those readings. And I also, if you are enjoying the content that I create or the reading resonating with it, I'd really appreciate it if you would like, share, subscribe. It really helps to build my channel and get my message of light and love out to the world. So let's go ahead and jump into your reading. We're going to start with the animal spirit oracle cards to see what kind of animal spirit energy you will have for the month of June. So let's see what we have. Octopus. Okay. So the octopus is a great energy. You can see in the illustration that the crown chakra, the intuition are being highlighted. The octopus, and this is so much like you, Gemini, likes to have their tentacles into a lot of different projects, relationships, just kind of different things, adventures, paths that you kind of have your tentacles, your hands into a lot of different things, a lot of irons in the fire. That's the message. The problem with that is, though, that you're not focused on one thing. And this is kind of a reminder from Spirit that it's time for you to get focused in one area and try to stay on track. So, as a Gemini, you're just so creative, intelligent, wanting to do a lot, but at this time there might be one area of your life that you just need to really concentrate on and to perhaps finish a project or finish, launching your next career move or project or starting a new relationship, that by staying focused in that one area that you may be trying to work on, that it'll help you to let go of some of these other areas in your life that are really resistance to getting something done that you really want to accomplish in your life. So let's look at the Sacred Traveler card and see what we have here. Nice energy that you have. So great adventure, take a risk, venture forward. Yeah, see, by concentrating all of your energies into this new adventure. So for some of you, this could be a new love. Maybe you've been single for a while and you want to step out and, you try to bring new romance into your life. Or maybe you've been thinking of starting a new career path or launching a new business or moving or buying a new house. There's something in your life, and it could even be something in your belief system or your everyday routine that you've been wanting, like a new healthier lifestyle or a habit that you're trying to start or a new spiritual practice. Whatever it is, it's time for you to really say, I want to go for it. I'm not going to spend my time on things that are not going to get me where I want to go, because there's something that you really want to do. Like your heart is speaking to you. It's saying, hey, it's time to do this. And this could be something that you've had in the back of your mind for a while. And, Gemini, happy birthday. Some of you, when you're in your birthday month or, that time of year, you're coming around to that sun energy around your birthday. And it's kind of there's something I want to do this next year, right? You may be setting some new goals or have a new dream that you're wanting of something that you want to accomplish. Really nice. A change in the wind. Yeah. So by taking this energy that you have kind of segmented into all of these different tentacles, right? By taking that and focusing it on this one adventure that you want to take, this one dream, this one step that you want to take out into the world, you are going to change a lot of other things in your life. So when you put your focus on that one thing and really put your focus onto it, it's kind of interesting. Like the universe will back you up and other things in your life will be falling into place. And so right now you might have this, well, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. And you have all of these things that you want to do, but they're really kind of like just pulling your energies apart. And by focusing on the one thing, those other things that have been kind of in the back of your mind and you've been spinning around and spending energy on, they're actually going to fall into place for you. And one of the things that you have to be ready for is that with a change in the wind, it means that there could be something or someone that you do have to leave behind. When you're taking this new adventure, not everything and everyone can go in the boat. Let's put it that way, right? There's something that you're going to have to leave behind. But I think intuitively, you already know that. Remember, the octopus's, crown chakra, intuition are very highlighted. Like, you know that this change has to occur. And by focusing on going ahead and allowing this change to occur, you're going to be able to go on this new adventure. You're going to be able to see some dream of yours come true. Really nice. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Patience. Yes, and I can totally resonate with this. Sometimes when there's a lot of, I dropped the card. Sometimes when we're in this energy of not focusing on the one thing that we really need to get done, right? And we're saying, oh, I have to get all of these other things done first, and then I'll concentrate on that, right? What occurs is that we also are not showing patience. Sometimes we allow ourselves to get scattered because when we're focusing on the one thing and it's not happening fast enough, we're like, well, I got to get all this other stuff in line then, and this is spirit just saying, no, have a little bit of patience. Stay focused on the one thing that you're trying to have come into alignment. Stay focused on that. Allow the changes that need to occur. Allow them to occur. And have the patience to know that this is going to come into alignment for you. This great adventure, look at how courageous, how strong that person is standing at the front of the boat. Like realizing that you can go the distance with whatever this is. And for some of you, you may not know exactly where that boat is going. Like you may have this inkling of an idea, but you don't know the exact path. And sometimes that can be scary, right? I do not know why it is that when I start doing these, I get this cough. Okay, I've got 2 so far. That sometimes when we're going onto this path and we're starting to focus all of our energy into one area and it's not going fast enough, and we're not sure of exactly where the boat is going, we feel like we're on the wrong path, right? We can feel like, I don't think this is the right venture for me. But this is spirit saying, no, you definitely are on the right path, and it's time to go ahead and focus on it and venture forward. And willing release. There's something you have to leave behind, and it can be a belief system. It can be a person, it can be a job, it can be a situation in your life. There's something that you have to allow to stay behind as you enter this boat and you move forward. And sometimes that really is rather scary, right? It's like, wow, I don't know if I really want to leave that person, that place, that job, that house behind. or that belief system. A lot of times, especially right now as we're going into the eclipse season and Mercury retrograde, sometimes it is about leaving behind a belief system and finding that courage within us to go ahead and take this venture forward. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see what other details we can find out about this new adventure that you're going on. We're going to look at the past and present energies, then I'll look at obstacles and advice from spirit, and then finally the outcome. So let's first look at the past energy. And once I lay all these out, then we'll go ahead and clarify each of these too. Okay, so your past energy is the Hermit. Yeah, so a lot of you have been really focused on perhaps healing something from the past, at looking at the growth that you have made. For a lot of you, I think this is spiritual growth. Like you've progressed to a new level of spirituality. And you have this knowledge. As the octopus, you have all of this new knowledge. And you may not be sure like where to put your energies, like what tentacles need to go where, or how to use this new knowledge. And spirit is coming in to say, that's okay. Like, I think with this patience card, it's about still keeping your mind, trying to quiet your mind, trying to keep the tentacles from just keep moving, right? To try to quiet your mind, quiet the tentacles, stay a little bit more focused. And this intuitive nature will come in and allow you to see like where the boat is going. I think a lot of you are already in the boat. You just may not be sure where the boat is headed. So let's see what the present is. Look at this. She's in a boat. She's leaving, the Six of Swords is leaving something behind, right? Moving into calmer waters. And a lot of you you've been in the choppier waters, and now you're getting ready to move into calmer waters. There's a lot of healing, a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom that you've gained while you were in this Hermit energy. And I think for some of you, it's almost like you're getting this burst of energy. You just don't know where to put that energy. And this is spirit coming in and saying, you're fine, you're on the right path. And I know that these are not birds coming out of like this birdhouse, right? I'm not really sure exactly what that is, but I've been drawn to, these like blackbirds, these crows that are in the back. And crows are extremely, spiritual birds that we don't really talk about very often. And, they're also pointing out this weather vane on top of this like cupola. I call that a cupola, a cupola or a birdhouse, whatever it is. There's like a weather vane there. Like you don't know exactly the direction that you're headed, but spirit wants you to know that that's okay. Like you don't have to know exactly where you're headed at this moment. Your job right now is to get in the boat and leave something behind. Remember, you're going on this great adventure. You have to leave things behind. You have to willingly release whatever this is, whether it's a belief system or people or situations in your life. Okay, so for your obstacle, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Death and Rebirth. Now, this is your obstacle. So Four of Pentacles represents things that you're holding on to. They can be fears, they can be belief systems, they can be money, right? Just like I'm going to hold on to this because in the past you may have lost a lot, right? You may have gone through a big change in your life, and perhaps you were laid off or lost your job, or you've ended a relationship, or you moved and now you have like no friend, you don't have a good friend circle or something like that. So you're holding on a little bit tightly to something that you feel like is, precious to you. But here's Spirit saying it's time to transform that. The Death card is putting an end to this fear and stepping into something new. It's It's time to willingly release whatever it is that the situation or belief system or person is to you. The same message just keeps coming out. And for each of you, what you're holding on to dearly is going to be different, right? And sometimes they're pointing out that with the octopus, you know, we have these different tentacles. So they're the different parts of our life. And it may mean that, you know, one of your tentacles is in the wrong part of your life. Like it's time to take a look at where these tentacles are, and something that one of your tentacles is like wrapped really tightly around and isn't wanting to let go of. Almost like strangling something, you know, from the past, whether that's a belief system or, you know, once again, a person, whatever it is, it's like you just don't want to let it go. Because by letting it go, you kind of lose your excuse for going on this adventure, right? And so it's almost like you're holding onto it preciously because it gives you comfort, okay? In a way, it gives you comfort. Even if it's something painful, it can be giving you some type of comfort and giving you a great excuse for not stepping into this new world that you need to step into. And this is Spirit saying, it's time to go to calmer waters. You need to let this, whatever it is, go so that you can go into calmer waters and you can see the direction that your boat is going in. So let's take a look at the advice from Spirit. Five of Wands, it's time to put this conflict down. You know, Five of Wands is, you know, conflict around you. And this could be even internal conflict, like realizing how this, whatever you're holding on to, is bringing conflict into your life, even if it's internal conflict, that's holding you back from where you really need to be. Really, really deep message here, Gemini, really deep. So let's see what the outcome is, and then we'll clarify all of these. Ten of Swords, it's the time, you're at the end of a cycle. You're getting ready to step into something new and wonderful. And remember, 10 is a 1 plus 0, which, you know, goes down to a 1. So you're at the beginning. This was a very painful journey that you finished, or a cycle. You're getting ready to start something new. And it is going to be a great adventure. Like this new that's coming in is going to be so amazing. And it's kind of sad. Like the Ten of Swords, it's like you're finally at the end of the journey, but there is some kind of sweetness to it, because it does mean that there's something that you have to leave behind in order to step into this. Page of Swords is on the bottom. This is getting some information, and this could be information, you know, from someone from the past that, you know, maybe broke your heart or has brought a lot of conflict into your life. It's getting some information that is going to help you to close out this cycle and to finally say, I'm done. I'm done with that, and I'm ready to move on. Like, it's almost as if you need this information, and this information may be somewhat painful. Let's see what else we have. Knight of Swords, Lovers. Yeah. And you have the Three of Pentacles. You may actually be getting some information. I think for a lot of you, this could be a romantic partner. You're getting some information from someone that ran away in the past, that was like a twin flame, true soulmate type of connection. They ran away, and it could have been a third party situation. You may have been involved in, like maybe you didn't know that and you're going to get that information. Or, you know, there's some type of information about how why a person left, or they may reach out to you, because the Page of Swords is also like them keeping tabs on you. Like there's going to be some kind of message or information from this person, and I think it's going to kind of like be the end for you. Like you may have been having one of these tentacles kind of like still holding on hope that something was going to work out. And you've done a lot of healing from this very hurtful situation. You're ready to get into the boat and go, but it's like the boat's still on the shore and you're not really ready to push the boat into the water. You're holding on to something, and you could be holding on to the hope, to the belief that this relationship will transform, even though you know it brought you a lot of conflict. Like you're going to get some kind of information. And, you know, unfortunately, the information could be painful, but I also kind of get a sense that you've been really patient. And because of this Hermit, I think in a way, when you get this information, you're not going to be completely surprised. You're going to be like, yeah, I kind of thought that. Like in the back of your mind, you probably already know what this is. And I think it's going to give you the clarity to step into your Queen of Swords energy and to really go for the next part, the next chapter of your life. Like to go ahead and willingly release whatever this was in the past. And not just like this person, but all of the pain. And to step into a bright new future. It's really a beautiful message. So let's go ahead and see. Let's clarify these and see if we can get some more information. Let's start with the Hermit card. Let's see what we have there. Clarifying that, yeah, the Hermit card. So you had a lot of anxiety. You know, you were healing, but there was a lot of anxiety, a lot of fears. You may have actually been afraid that this person from the past was going to come back. You may have been afraid that they weren't going to come back. You may have been afraid that they were going to reach out to you, and you may have been afraid that they wouldn't. Like there was just a lot of anxiety. And I'm really getting the sense that, you know, divine timing is playing out in this situation. And with the Patience card, it's like Spirit allowed you to go through those ups and downs as you were healing, like the hopefulness and then the it'll never work out. Oh, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Like, you know, you had those highs and lows with it. And I really feel like Spirit needed you to go through that so that you could truly work out how you want to move forward in your life. And, you know, for some of you, I do think that, you know, this was kind of a long and painful journey. It didn't happen overnight. For some of you, this, you know, past love could have happened even years ago. And it's like you're finally looking at it for what it really was. And I think for some of you, you're going to be able to willingly release it, be in a beautiful way. I mean, if you look at it, that's a beautiful card. You know, the dandelions and just kind of like blowing it to the wind, letting it go and letting it go wherever it needs to go because you're done with it, right? And with the butterfly there, you've transformed. You see the beauty in whatever this past relationship was. Like you realize how it's helped you to transform. Okay, it's allowing you to let go of some fears that maybe you had in the past that you held on to, and to transform into, you know, someone that doesn't have those fears and can go into the next chapter of your life in a much freer way. Yeah, so you have the Page of Swords again. You're going to get some information about this person from the past or from them, okay? You're going to get some information or a message from this person. Page of Swords can be a text, an email, it could maybe even be a phone call. It's communication and information. And when you get this, it's going to help you to really get in that boat and say, okay, I'm really ready to let this go. So, it could be that this person reaches out to you, but they don't come in. The swords is like, hey, how are you doing? But it's not like a cup of love. And I think what you're going to do is realize, I really need you to come back and bring your best game. And the Page of Swords is like, not your best game. It's like, how are you doing? Not, I really miss you. I need you in my life, right? It's not that. And so I think you're kind of like, okay, after all this time, I'm ready to get into my boat and head out. So let's see what we have to clarify this Four of Pentacles and this Death card. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I think, for some of you, we're holding on to the belief or the hope that this was going to work out. Like that this situation with this person, whether it was a romantic partner or a family or a friend or even a boss or something, right? You were holding out, you were holding on dearly to the fact that this might work out. And this has been your obstacle, that you haven't been willing to let go of that hope that things were going to work out, to transform it, to instead of holding on to it, allowing this relationship to end, and to just kind of like let it go and allow the wind to carry it where it needs to be, which is really spirit, carrying it where it needs to be, and allowing it to come back if it really wanted to, right? And I think that it is actually going to revisit, right? Like it's going to revisit, but I think you're going to see it for what it really is. Ace of Cups. Yeah, so this is, your advice is you realize that this, this love actually had a lot of conflict with it. And this person may come back and offer their cup of love. But the Ace of Cups to me is also like a new love, like somebody new coming into your life. That's going to not have all of this conflict with it. That's going to allow you to see that relationships don't have to have so much conflict. Like we don't have the, the Devil card here, but it kind of has this sense to me that whatever this relationship was in the past, there was some toxicity in it, whether, it was a codependent relationship or this person may have had some toxic behaviors or habits in their life. Like the conflict that you had in this relationship in the past, it wasn't true love, right? And like you're really kind of realizing that. You're ready to move on from it. You're ready to go ahead and let it end because you kind of see it for what it is. And there is new love on the horizon. And that's the nice thing with the Ace of Cups. It means that there's new love coming in. I mean, you're getting ready to go on a great adventure, right? A great adventure with a new love. Really nice energy. So let's see what the Ten of Swords has. Queen of Swords. You're seeing the clarity. You're Gemini, this is your energy. You're stepping into your knowledge, your truth. You're seeing the light about how painful this situation was and just saying, you know what? I just don't want that in my life anymore. I'm willing to give up this relationship because I have better places to put my energy. When we're with somebody that is, toxic or not quite, really meant for us, what happens is that sometimes they can, okay, how do I say this? They can help to fracture our energy. And and keep us busy in different ways, right? There could be mind games. There could just be, oh, I need you to do this for me. I need you to do that for me. So you have like your energy scattered in all of these different ways, but none of them are for your best good. And I think that that is the message Spirit is trying to help you to see, is that by having this person in your life in the past, they help to scatter your energy and your focus so that you couldn't see them for who they really were. And you also couldn't focus on yourself. And by leaving this relationship, by seeing the truth, okay, stepping into your truth and allowing this person, this relationship to, go to the wayside and say, I'm going to calmer waters. I'm getting in my boat and I'm going to calmer waters. What you're also doing is stepping into a beautiful new chapter in your own life that will bring in a beautiful new love. So this is a lovely energy. I want to see what's on the bottom here. 4 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Lovers, and the Death card. So like right now, you may feel like your life is kind of ho-hum. You might be, you're in separation maybe from this person, but you haven't really ended it, right? You're kind of, the 4 of Cups is kind of like, still kind of like in between. You're still kind of holding out a little bit of hope. But here you are stepping into your 9 of Pentacles, looking good, working on your career, working on you, nice energy, and putting away that 5 of Cups of energy. Excuse me. The 5 of Cups, usually there's 3 cups that are spilt, right? Which are in the back. And then there's still 2 cups. Like you're focusing now on those 2 cups that are in your hands. You're focusing on those 2 and you're not worried about what you've had, the 3 cups that have spilt, the 3 cups that you no longer have. You're willingly releasing that and allowing yourself to focus on what's right in front of you, on where your boat is going. And the Lovers card, this is your energy. It's stepping into you, loving your life, loving everything about you, and also attracting a new love. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy for you. Beautiful energy. And it's transforming. Like you're ascending spiritually. I said that earlier, that I thought that this was all part of your spiritual growth. And I do feel like you're transforming the way that you see relationships, the way that you see the way you play in a relationship, like your role, your belief systems. Like this is going to really kind of transform your whole, like the rest of your life. Like seriously, this is like a big ending for you, and look, she's really walking away. She has her back to the past. It's like, I'm letting it go and I'm not looking back. It's a really, really nice energy. Now, I do feel like for a lot of you, this is like soulmate, twin flame type of energy. So let's pull a few twin flame oracle cards. Okay, 5th dimension. So this could be a twin flame. This could be somebody, that you really had a true connection with. You may have even had past lives. This could also be this new person coming in that's on your path. You may already feel like their energy about you. And journal, write, process, contemplate, understand your sacred journey. This is a really good message for you. If you don't journal daily, I really recommend it because it will help you to just kind of like put your thoughts on paper and allow yourself to really quiet your mind and really kind of focus on where it is that you need to go. It almost makes you be more patient. It really does. An outcome, results, conclusion, ending. You will get a resolution. I think this is that Page of Swords energy. I think you're going to get some type of message either from that person in the past or a message about them. You're going to learn some information, and it's really going to help you to just say, yeah, I'm kind of done. I think it's kind of like you may even meet up with this person again. You may say, they may reach out, you may go out for coffee or drinks or something, and you get back together and you're kind of like, no, no, it's not going to work for me, right? Like, you may be kind of excited. You may be, wow, this is really, we're going to get back together or something. And then you see them or you're talking to them and you're like, yeah, no, it's done. It's done. And I think you'll be able to move on much easier. So let's get a creativity oracle card. Start. You must start from where you are. Examine your situation and take a chance. Okay. Now, there you go. Like, Gemini, it is time for you to start something new. It's time for you to start a new romantic relationship, or if this is a business relationship, whatever this is, it's time to take stock with where you are and focus your attention on you. Don't allow your tentacles to get all kind of like in everybody else's business or just in things that are keeping you busy so that you can't journal, so that you can't quiet your mind, right? It's all resistance. So it's about taking stock of where you are right now and stepping into it and saying, you know what? I'm going to take a chance on this. This is something that kind of gets me excited. So let's pull a love oracle card. And once again, Gemini, if you're enjoying this reading, I'd really appreciate it if you would like, share, or subscribe. So let's see what we have here. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. And I really think that this is this new person coming in. Where's our Ace of Cups? Yeah, I think this is this new person coming in, and this fifth dimension could definitely be this energy of this new person. Like, you're already in alignment with them. You have this last thing to do. You need to release this person from the past. You need to say, it's done. Like, you need to say to the universe, it's done. Even if you don't have closure with that person, just in your mind, in your journal, have a burning ceremony, whatever it is, it's done. I'm not looking back, right? I'm only moving forward. I'm not looking back anymore. Really nice energy. I'm so excited for you, Gemini. Okay, so let's get an angel message card to finish this out. Well, that's too many. We have 3. I'd take 2, but 3 is a little too many. Okay, just 1. Here we go. Judgment. Let go of your fear of being judged. You are good enough. It is time to release all that you have kept safely locked away in your heart. Your true essence and potential have been restricted by structure and method for long enough. There is no right or wrong way. Just be you. And you know what? That is all coming back to this, right? This was your obstacle, holding on to something. And, this person from the past could have been very judgmental or made you feel like you were not enough. And you kind of held on to that a little bit because you just kept thinking, oh, if I work hard enough, I can prove to them, or I can prove to myself, or I can prove to my social circle or whoever, right, that I do have it, that I am good enough or pretty enough or smart enough or creative enough or whatever enough, right? But by allowing this relationship to go to the wayside, this person that kind of made you feel this way, you're transforming yourself because you're going to really and truly begin believing in yourself. And you're going to be able to really step into this great adventure. And, I think I have this sense that it's really going to be kind of like these dandelions. Like, allowing this to release, you're also allowing your spirit to release. Like, you're going to just go out there and great things are going to come your way. And Gemini, I think this has been a long journey for you. And you are at the end. And it's really about just turning your back and walking away and saying, that is done. I'm putting a fork in it. It's done, right? Okay. So, wow. really, really nice energy with this reading. And I'm really excited because, you know, the month of June, we have so much coming up with the eclipses and, you know, the full moon and everything. And I really feel like you're just like, you're getting ready to just step into this beautiful, beautiful energy. And I do wish you lots of love and light with this situation and all your situations, Gemini. Bye for now.